Are we?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the next game. We have players 1, 2, 3, and 4 here getting ready to plug in their controllers. Mason Dansby, Trey Fowler, Blake Sygris, and Bryant Hemingway. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm player 1.
Why do you always get to be player
I'm
1?
going to be player 3. That's a good number to have.
I'll be player 2 because number 2 stinks.
You are the worst out of all of us, so.
You?
Depends on what we're playing, honestly.
I can't say what I want to say. I'm just gonna sit here.
Warzone sucks.
Mason, where's your college football stats at?
And where's your notebook? You had one
I didn't know
of
what
them
we were
that you
talking
showed
about. I
up.
didn't know what we were talking about. I came unprepared. I'm sorry. I did not know what we were talking about. All right.
You don't have your phone?
It's not like
Right
we.
here.
It's almost like we don't have
Pull
a
up the
group
college
text where
football
we.
stats. That's all you read off of anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
You literally read stat for stat.
Not
Tat for
really.
tat.
We could go with the biggest thing that happened this past weekend, the big upset.
No,
Shoe
we
being
hear about
thrown.
it.
Huh?
I don't want to hear about it.
The
He doesn't throw the shoe 20 yards. LSU loses. Plain and simple.
Hey,
But-
but he threw
but
the shoe
he
20
threw-
yards.
He threw the shoe. I'm
shoe.
I'm just saying. He doesn't throw that shoe.
And Cade York kicked a 57-yarder in a cloud, and
It
nailed
was
it.
pretty good.
Celtics are beating the old 76ers 11-6 right now.
Oh, fast forward to sports there.
By the way, we almost didn't get to play the football game too, LSU, because we had 54 people on scholarship that played the game. We started the season with 80-something, and we had 54 players.
You know
on
who hasn't
scholarship.
lost players? Ole Miss.
You know who can only throw a shoe
they
15
did.
yards? Ole Miss.
They have lost some players.
What?
What?
You know who didn't
What?
beat Florida?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And we did beat Florida with 4 true freshman wide receiver, true freshman quarterback, and 5 true freshman cornerbacks.
Yes, sir. Guess we didn't do that. Ole Miss.
Yes, because we don't have a true freshman quarterback. We don't have true freshman wide receivers that are playing. So, no, we did not do that.
You'll have trash cans with jerseys on. That's what you'll have.
No, we have a trash can defense with jerseys on.
I can agree to that.
Yeah, right.
You saw who got smoked this weekend? Actually, I think it was Friday. Arizona got smoked by Arizona State, and Kevin Sumlin got fired right after.
That does not surprise me at all.
70-7.
Yeah.
So we're hearing out of this is Arizona won. Hoorah. Go Arizona.
No, Arizona State.
I know. It was just, yeah.
Does he have to be here? Gosh.
So Mason, how do you feel about Coastal Carolina being in the top 10?
2 weeks ago they were trash. 1 week
I
ago you
mean-
gave them their respect back.
I did give them their respect back. But
And what's new this week?
Actually,
they're still not in the
can
top
you
10.
look up the college football playoff poll? Because I put this before it. Like
They're
I
still
put it
not-
on as the AP poll
They're still not in the top 10, though.
in the college football playoff.
Who?
Coastal.
Coastal Carolina?
Yeah.
No, they're not even in the top 10. Number 12.
They were in the AP. I put down
No,
to
this
check.
is like college football,
Yeah.
like
I
playoff
put-
rankings.
They were in the top 10 on AP, and I put to check the college football playoff, but
Yeah,
I forgot
I
to.
got it right here. They're number 12.
But to be fair, I think it comes out fresh again tomorrow. Or is it today?
this is like the most
Today's
recent
Tuesday.
one. Yeah,
Today's
this
Tuesday,
is the most
so, yeah.
recent one. So, how do I feel about them not being in the top 10? I think it's bullshit.
I mean, yeah. Why?
Let's try that again.
Undefeated Coastal Carolina. Why aren't they in the top 10?
Well, if you really think about it, they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 two-loss teams in front of them, which is
4 2-loss teams.
4 two-loss teams.
Florida. Hold on,
Florida.
I'm trying to. Indiana. I'm guessing.
No,
Indiana's a
one
one
loss.
loss. Indiana's a one
Indiana's
loss.
a one loss.
Dang.
Iowa State,
Iowa State.
they're number 6, by the
Number
way.
6.
Florida,
Florida.
Georgia,
Georgia has 2 losses.
Oklahoma.
Who did Georgia lose to?
Missouri.
Oklahoma? Is that what you said?
Oklahoma has 2 losses. Yes.
They're in the top 10.
Yes, they are number 10.
Really?
Yes.
They lost to Iowa State, actually. I don't know who else they lost to.
Who, Oklahoma? Yeah,
Yeah.
Oklahoma did. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. So, in my opinion, Coastal Carolina being 11-0, everybody else being only playing 10 games, they should be at least 6 or 7.
Yeah.
in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just
Not
here.
much, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, they got a one-loss Clemson, which their one loss was because Trevor Lawrence didn't play.
Yeah, I fully believe that they smoke Notre Dame with Trevor Lawrence.
1,000,000% because they've done it before.
I mean, it's just completely different game with Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah. And then you got A&M at number 5, which
Their
they
only
should've-
loss is Alabama, so I mean,
yeah.
and they barely beat a bad LSU team. So
well, I don't even think that they've had a blowout win yet, have they? Besides probably Vanderbilt.
I don't think they played Vanderbilt.
That's right. They're not in the same
I
division.
mean, they beat LSU by 20 points. So, I mean, it's
I
not
don't,
close.
I don't think
No,
they did. They
wasn't
beat them
even-
by like
yeah.
a touchdown, if that.
Who? A&M?
Yeah.
No.
It was like 8. It was like 9 points or something.
Well,
like
who did
that.
we play that we didn't? We got one field goal off or something like that.
Florida.
No.
We
no.
only scored a
We
field goal.
only scored 3. I thought it was A&M that did that to us.
Nope.
I don't
No.
remember. I remember
'cause
it wrong.
The LSU was beating A&M for a while.
I
in
don't
that game.
remember what team it was then. I could have swore it was A&M, but
Like probably maybe Auburn. I think it was Auburn.
Probably Auburn.
Auburn, we got smoked.
But now Auburn went like this, and now they're way on the down low. For
Yeah.
their
Speaking
season
of
there.
Auburn, firing Coach Malzahn after 8 seasons.
It's about time.
Saw that.
You know the buyout for that? $21 million.
Yeah, it's about time they fired him.
And
He had what 2 good seasons?
I was thinking about it, and you mentioned that a couple years ago when Les Miles got fired, him and Les Miles were on the hot seat at the same time, and they played each other hot seat at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of that game kept their job, and it was pretty much known. Les Miles lost. Les Miles got fired. Orgeron took over.
Mm-hmm.
Gus Malzahn won. He hung on by a thread for a couple more years, and now they're here and lost. And 6-4, I think, is this
Yeah,
season.
6-4. They finished the season 6-4.
was he the same coach at the time when they caught the field goal and ran it back for a
Kick
touchdown?
6 and all
Yeah.
that crap?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that
do
was him.
believe because that was Cam Newton year,
No.
right? No, it was,
No,
it was after
Cam Newton year was national championship year.
Well, they went to the national championship that year, but they lost
Yeah, and they lost.
to Florida State, I believe.
Yes,
Jameis
because that was
Winston.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston beat him.
But I think I talked to you about it the other day, but just to get it on video and recording, the top 3, not official, they're not officially going after, but top 3 replacements on paper are like listed out is
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Freeze, which would be phenomenal. It would be tough if Hugh Freeze went to Auburn
If he goes to Auburn, I swear.
because he's a great offensive mind.
Oh my God,
Lane Kiffin, which that wouldn't happen.
he's not going over there.
That's I don't see it happen. He doesn't want he wouldn't be a school hopper anymore. He doesn't want to do that.
Yeah,
Steve Sarkisian, which I think that would be a bust if he went offensive coordinator for Bama.
yeah. Well, I mean, look at the success that Hugh Freeze is having with Liberty.
Yeah, he's
Liberty.
I think he's either not ranked anymore or he was ranked for a little bit.
He was, yeah, and then they lost to some other team, but he did make it into the top. I think they were 21.
Yeah, they were in the
21,
20s.
22, something
That's
like that.
Liberty.
Yeah.
Who's in the
Liberty.
Heisman race right now? Do y'all know? Like
Najee Harris. Actually, hold on, wait. The entire Alabama offense.
Okay, I would say Devontae Smith probably has a good running, considering
He's
his
not
size
going to
and
win it
everything.
because
It's
he's a
going
wide
to be a
receiver.
quarterback.
That's the only thing.
Either a
but
quarterback or Najee.
It's
saw
just
it
like
too.
the MVP
the
race
last
in the NFL.
the last wide receiver to win was in like '91, and I don't even remember what team he played. But I saw it today. But I
If
just
I had to guess, it was Desmond Howard,
I
the
can't remember his
last wide
name.
receiver to win a Heisman Trophy.
But
I
this,
couldn't
I mean,
say.
Devontae puts up the type of stat lines and like the type of like
I mean,
team
don't
role.
get me wrong. He does. He's going to win the Blitnikoff Award, which is the best wide receiver in the league, the country. But Heisman is going to be a quarterback. It's going to come down between Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones. Mac Jones is probably going to win. He's got the stats.
Yeah, you have so many more stat
And
lines to get as a quarterback.
Kyle Trask just got eliminated from it
Yeah,
because he
garbage.
had 3 turnovers against LSU, 2
he's
picks,
trash.
and a 1 wild pick. Which
Was that when he tipped it back? I thought he was out of bounds when that happened.
no,
Honestly,
he actually wasn't.
That's crazy.
No.
When he
He-
tipped
he
it back, and the guy called it.
though.
He did
Yeah.
throw a
Nerd.
pick 6 and then a fumble.
Nerd.
Something that didn't actually happen this past week, but we have coming up the next week is the championship games, conference championship.
Bruh, so no, I woke up this morning, right, and I saw I got a notification from Google, and it was like breaking news and something to do with the SEC. So I was like, okay, cool, that's awesome. So I open it, and the way it reads made it sound like every single game from the SEC this week that's coming up was canceled. So like I kept reading and I kept reading. And it said something about the SEC championship game might not be able to be played or something like that due to coronavirus. But I continued to read some more, and it said that the Georgia and Vanderbilt game or something
Yeah, they
got
canceled that one.
I was like, okay, thank God. Because,
I think that's the only one that got canceled.
I mean, you still have the SEC championship game this weekend, and then you got Ole Miss and LSU that play this weekend. And if they cancel that game, I'm going to be highly furious because I've been waiting and waiting
Yeah.
and waiting and waiting for that game to be played.
Who's playing against Bama for the championship?
Florida.
Florida. I was gonna go
Florida's
down the list
gonna
of all the
get
championships.
their-
If
Dude,
Wait,
we
okay.
can start with the SEC championship. We
We-
got
wait, well-
Alabama and Florida. Florida ranks 7 for some reason, and Alabama ranked 1.
So, hold on, before we even go any further, Florida being ranked number 7 is complete BS. First of all, because
Yeah.
they got beat by a bad LSU team.
The worst LSU team.
One of the
in
worst
history.
LSU teams I've ever seen.
Probably in
I've been alive for
history.
22 years, and I have never seen LSU play like that, like they played this season. So
pretty bad.
for them, like okay, so there's a ranking system out there that ranks everybody from 1 to 126,
Mm-hmm.
however many teams in D1. LSU was below Ole Miss. Ole Miss was 38. LSU was like 45 or something like that. And
That's higher than I would put them.
right, I wouldn't even put Ole Miss at 38, but hey, whatever. More power to it. But for Florida, a number 6, having a chance to go to the playoff to get beat by a number 45 team, and then still only drop to 7, something is wrong with the ranking system.
That the ranking system you looked at is different from the
Well-
college football playoff ranking.
I know, but
The playoff ranking is more. It's pretty political. It's
right,
a lot of
but A&M was still higher than Florida. A&M's been 5 forever, and they
I
haven't
mean,
played a game in
They
weeks.
lost one game and it was to Bama, and that's what they're going off of. They lost to the best team.
Florida
in the
has
country.
lost twice.
Mm-hmm.
Barely beat Ole Miss in the very first week.
Yeah, they lost to a bad LSU team.
They lost to a bad LSU team, and they're still in the top 10. Something is wrong with the college football rankings. That's all I'm saying.
No, definitely. But you got to go back to the basics of this year, it being the COVID year, that they might, there's a very good possibility of a 2-loss team being in the playoffs this year, or a group of 5 team being in the playoffs this year. Because it's a COVID year, they're going to take advantage of it. Put Cincinnati or
Dude.
Coastal has a long shot, but maybe.
Who
or
knows?
a
They
2-loss
might-
Iowa State team.
They might put 8 teams in there this year.
They're not. They
I
have
know
a
they're not gonna
contract
do
for
that,
the
but-
4 teams for, I think, one more year after
Okay,
this.
well, they need to change it because
Oh, I mean, I actually have a picture of a 16-team potential playoffs that I was going to go over with y'all and see what y'all thought about.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
But
Dude, you know what we need to start doing?
Hmm.
Predictions on football games coming up.
what I was going to do that with the conference championships
Works for me.
right now.
Let's go.
And that's what we were doing. We were starting with the SEC
Oh,
championship.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry. It's my fault.
I'm not going to go over the the group of 5 conference championships
Dude,
unless
just
it's a
go
big
for
one.
them. Dude, do them.
All right.
Do them. Why not?
UAB Marshall.
Oh, Marshall's going to wax
Marshall.
it. Marshall's
Marshall's
going to
gonna
wax
wax
them, bro.
100%.
Buffalo
can't
and
beat the
Ball
herd.
State.
Buffalo.
Buffalo with
Buffalo, 100%.
that man's going to run all over
Anytime.
him.
So
I don't remember his name, but he's going to
Yeah,
run
I
all
know.
over him.
So back in the day, we used to do bowl picks and everything like that. We haven't done it in a while, but
Dude,
every
I
time
wanna do it
Buffalo,
again. I haven't done it in a
absolutely,
while.
absolutely. But Buffalo, every time Buffalo would be in a bowl game, I would pick them and they'd win. So that's why I'm going strictly based off of
Was
that.
Buffalo the team that the guy had like the crazy running
He had,
stats
like,
that one game?
500 yards.
Yeah.
Or something.
8 touchdowns or something?
No, I think it was 400 yards and 8
Yeah,
touchdowns.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's gonna win.
Before you pick this game, Oregon USC. Oregon replaced Washington in this game. Why? I don't know. Oregon's 3-2. USC's 5-0.
USC.
Wow.
USC.
USC's
spread
top
on-
15 team.
They're 13. USC is predicted to win by 3. in this game.
Really?
I
Yeah.
think USC would put
Well,
them on, put it on
Oregon
them.
started off the season ranked in, I think, the top 10.
I think they were actually
think they were number-
in 15. I think they were 13, actually.
Something like that.
They
I
might
don't
have
know.
12.
But,
'Cause I thought they were going to be in the top 10, and
see,
they
because I
weren't.
saw that and I was like, I didn't think Oregon, after getting beaten in the Civil War.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't think
replaced
they would-
Washington. I don't know what happened with that.
That's
Washington, something happened. The Big Ten championship, you have Northwestern and Ohio State.
Ohio
State's
State.
gonna wax it.
I'm going to go Northwestern. Not so fast, my friends, for all my Lee Corso people out there. I'm going to go Northwestern because they played, obviously, more games than Ohio State. They have more reps. So.
Yeah, but it's Ohio State.
I understand that it's Ohio State, but I'm going to stick with
Again, what
Northwestern.
aggravates me about Ohio State is they're gonna end up in the playoffs, and after this game, they'll have played 6 games, and say they end up playing Alabama. Alabama will have played. They'll be on their 12th game going
Mm-hmm.
into the playoffs. They're going on their 7th. That's such an advantage for Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. We got the Big 12 championship, which actually is a very good one. It's Oklahoma and Iowa State.
that's a
Iowa
good
State
one.
beat
I'm a-
Oklahoma earlier in the year, but it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah, what's Oklahoma this time around?
Very true. I'm gonna go
hard to
Oklahoma strictly for the fact that Iowa State always gets good, and then they,
I'm going Iowa State strictly for
Oh.
they win the big games and lose the booty games.
Yeah, like Kansas.
Yes, they lose the cup. They lose the easy
No
ones
place like home.
and and win the big ones. So I'm going Iowa State on that one.
All
And they
right,
have a
then.
really good running back.
Yeah.
Where we at? We have another actually pretty good one. The Sun Belt Conference. Louisiana and Coastal Carolina, ULL.
Do you really think I'm gonna pick Louisiana?
I will pick
school?
ULL, honestly.
Dude,
ULL's
do
been
you
playing
really
pretty
ULL
decent.
pick
Put
ULL?
some points up.
Do you
I'm
really
telling
think
you.
I'm gonna pick ULL?
ULL's
Coastal
been playing
Carolina,
pretty
bro.
decent.
Coastal Carolina has bought, they have gotten my attention.
I think I'm
100%.
gonna go with the home team.
I'm going with ULL.
I'm going.
I agree with Blake on this one.
Not so fast, my friend. Coastal Carolina by
I'm going
3.
ULL.
Coastal Carolina by 3.
Coastal Carolina by 3. The spread is 3.5. Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina by 3. I'm telling you.
ACC, Clemson, Notre Dame.
Clemson.
Oh my God! I totally forgot about that game.
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, I know, but Clemson is going to wax them. They're not gonna stop.
They're not. They're gonna put it on them.
Clemson 3 touchdowns.
Let's see. The spread is 10.5.
Clemson 3 touchdowns. Guaranteed.
Mountain West, we got Boise State and San Jose State.
San Jose State 100%.
Boise
I'll say
State.
Boise, honestly.
Nah.
Boise.
San Jose State.
Boise gonna put it on them.
Nah.
You just saying that because you just saw San Jose was ranked.
Yep. Sure did. San Jose State.
And you
So-
just said the ranking system was busted. And you're gonna go
it is
off of
busted.
Boise's actually predicted to win by 6.5.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be funny whenever San Jose puts 8.5 on them.
Then we have
Ooh.
the SEC championship. We did that. Alabama's
So glad that you picked that up.
predicted to win by 17.
Who's predicted to win by 17?
Bama.
No.
My prediction for if I was a betting man, I would pick the spread on that. Like
Oh,
I'd
100%.
go over that.
I don't know.
I wish
Somebody
I
could
knew
throw a
more
shoe.
about
All
it.
I'm saying is, so Florida might have a chance here, but
They might need to throw 3 shoes.
Nobody from Alabama is stupid enough to take a
No.
player's shoe and throw it 50 yards.
I am
was
looking forward to
20.
that game though.
It
Same
was 20.
thing.
He was specifically said number 11 threw the shoe 20
But
yards.
it was number 3
It was
who
number
threw.
3, but he said number 11.
Yeah, refs are goofy this time of year.
And the last one we have the American Athletic Conference, Tulsa and Cincinnati. I'm going
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's not even going to be
Yeah, I
a
agree.
game, bro.
All day Cincinnati. And then,
Trey, you didn't even put in your input on any of those games. Let's see how it is. You didn't even take a prediction or anything.
so
I don't
what
even know
what
who
do you
half the
think?
teams are.
What do y'all think the playoff spots are going to be? The final 4. In what order?
Alabama, Clemson,
Clemson.
Ohio State, and Notre Dame.
In that order?
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably a good bet.
That's what I was going to end up thinking because I would like to see Notre Dame kicked out because I just don't like them.
No, I can't.
But they
stand
are
them.
undefeated at the current moment.
Yeah, and just because they get beat in the ACC championship game, Depends on how bad they get beat. If they get shut out, they won't make it in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Now, can Bama and Clemson meet in the end, or are they going to play to get to the end?
No, that's what
They're
I'm
going to
saying.
play to get to the end because they're going to be
Alabama-
1 and 2.
Yeah, Alabama will
'Cause
play.
I
I
Notre
thought one
Dame.
played 4.
Yeah,
One
that's
plays
what I'm
4,
saying.
2 plays 3. And right now, Clemson's 3. If they beat, they're going to go up to 2.
Clemson's gonna. I mean, Ohio
And Notre
State's.
Dame's going to go down to.
Yeah, Ohio State's gonna go up to 3 if they
Yeah.
win. And
Gotcha. So it could
Clemson's gonna
change.
fall.
Okay.
Honestly,
four,
the
yeah.
only way an Iowa State, Cincinnati, or whoever can get in,
they
is
have
if
to
Ohio
wax.
State has
well,
to lose.
that, and they have to wax their opponent.
Yeah,
they can't just
they
barely
have
beat
to
them. They
wax.
have to wax them.
So the let me go to the 16 team playoff scenario. So in a scenario, I think these are based off the last week's
Please tell me I don't see Iowa on there.
one
Oh my God.
1 versus 16, Bama versus Iowa.
Okay, well Alabama would win that one.
No, I'm just going down the list. You have 9 versus 8. I think
Mm-hmm.
again. I think this is last week. Georgia versus Cincinnati.
Cincinnati would win.
JT Daniels been putting.
Dude, but Cincinnati's been playing. They've been playing really well.
But
this
you also
season.
have to realize it's Cincinnati, and they're not gonna be ready for the speed of SEC defense.
Maybe.
A-
Depends on what Georgia team shows up.
And then you have A&M, Indiana.
Oh, A&M 100%. Indiana's not going to be able to run all over them.
Then you have Coastal and Ohio State.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's not even going to be a football game. Ohio State.
Then on the other side, you have Notre Dame, USC.
I'm going to take USC just because I hate Notre Dame.
I dislike them both, but I dislike Notre Dame more.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy Reggie Bush went to USC, so I gotta go.
Miami, Iowa State would win that.
Yeah.
Florida and Oklahoma.
That would be a
Before
really
this
good
weekend,
game.
I would say Florida would win, but
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
That would be a really good game.
Then Northwestern and Clemson. Clemson would win wax.
Yeah.
And then, so forth.
Even with the 16-team bracket, Alabama's still going to run.
Let's see.
The
They would
bracket.
play
They would play,
the winner of Cincinnati,
which would be Georgia.
Yeah.
Then they would play A&M probably.
Or Ohio State.
Oh,
Ohio
yeah,
State would
Ohio
play
State,
A&M.
Yeah.
And then it'd be a good game for half. Then Ohio State would go away. Then it would be the same 4.
Not necessarily.
Ultimately.
Well, yeah.
Ultimately, it'd be the same 4. You have a chance for an upset, just like you do with March Madness, but
It's
ultimately you're gonna
it's
have.
not gonna happen.
Now, could that bring in the
March
predictions?
Madness.
Huh?
Could that bring in those predictions? Like people start making like March Madness type calendars for the football teams if they do actually come up with the with
Oh
the,
well,
with the
yeah,
big-sided bracket
they
like
would
that?
start. They would just be like bowl pick'ems,
Mm-hmm.
like they do March Madness pick'ems and stuff.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's actually. I think that's all I have for college football, unless y'all have something else to
I
add
do
to
not.
Nope.
it. Yeah.
Oh, all right, Trey's been waiting on rugby. Let's go.
Move on over to the NFL,
All righty.
or actually, what? Let's go to the boxing right quick. Just to-
Boxing. Still in the boxing, huh?
well, I did see that Tyson was in the news again for a brief moment.
He bit somebody's other ear off?
Well, I think he might be fighting the person he bit his ear off.
Oh, really?
He bit Holyfield's ear off, didn't he?
I couldn't remember. I'd have to look at
so. Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It sounds
I think-
familiar, though.
I think he might be stepping into the ring with Holyfield for another exhibition because he liked the bag he received from fighting Roy Jones Jr.
What if?
Dude better bring some earmuffs, like I'm going to say.
What if Holyfield were to bite his ear off?
I mean, that would be
All you can eat Tyson buffet, huh?
karma.
Ew.
But that was just a quick little bit of boxing. But over to NFL.
You want to talk about boxing? I got it pulled up right here.
Okay, what you got?
I can't find it, but they gave the exact number that Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul were going to get even before the fight started, and it was like $5 million to $1 million. Like they was already, or like $5 million to 500,000. Like Logan Paul's in the loss by so much right here. Like I don't understand why he's even taking it just for the pure fact that he's going to get clout from it.
Well, yeah, he's gonna make a lot of money outside of the boxing money.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's gonna,
Percentages from the fight,
He's
so.
gonna make so much money though.
yeah, that's just like no matter what. Like, he's gonna make that before the fight even starts,
Oh, yeah.
and then they're gonna obviously make whatever, depending on who
I mean,
wins.
shit, that's a paycheck. It don't matter how low it is, honestly. I mean, like he's
yeah.
getting paid, so.
Well, I mean, he's gonna get merch. He's gonna get more YouTube views. He's gonna get the kind of like the docu series of him getting ready for the fight, what happens after the fight, everything.
Then I saw that Conor McGregor accepted a fight for January 23rd against Dustin Poirier. I don't know who that is, but he's 26-6, so he's not bad. So that might be a hindrance of why he's not letting Jake Paul get to his head, because he's going to be accepting fights.
Jake
anyway.
Paul's dog has more followers on Instagram than the guy that he's fighting.
He did
And
say
that's
that.
straight facts.
That's
Straight facts.
That is straight from the video.
facts. Straight from the video.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
His dog, D-O-G, dog, has more followers than the guy that Conor McGregor's fighting.
Not
So
D- not
that
D-O-double-G?
fight is irrelevant for me.
Yeah, there's just a lot of talk about it because,
Because it's Conor McGregor, that's why.
well, if he wins this fight, he's kind of set up to fight Khabib again, because he got rocked.
Yeah,
when
he's
he
gonna
did
get
that fight.
rocked
He got-
again.
He got destroyed.
He's going to get rocked
Because he came off a fight in a boxing ring and then wanted to go back to fight in UFC again. But,
It's a UFC fight, huh? With Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think he'll ever do a boxing match again.
No.
'Cause he got,
Didn't they like weigh his gloves down too against Mayweather? Wasn't there like stipulations they had to like make his gloves heavier and everything?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he had weighted
Well, I mean,
gloves.
they're heavier than his MMA gloves, and his
Yeah.
arms were dead halfway through because he's not used to that.
Well,
He should've- he should've
did
just
go
kicked him.
out- He,
Oh man, I'd love
I mean,
that.
if you
That's
saw
a
in the
good
fight,
style.
he started to throw some kicks and some elbows, and he was
Dude.
like,
I would have
can't
loved
do
that.
that.
I'd have loved her in the crack a rib on Mayweather. Just
and
threw
he
a
actually
flying
threw
knee.
some hammer punches, and the ref had to like calm him down because his instincts was UFC fight because that's all he's done.
I'd have let him go. I'd been like, yeah, you do your thing. Do your thing, man.
yeah, and then you would get fired.
That's fine. He's still gonna get paid, you know.
yeah, I think it'd be way more interesting. Obviously, you'd get less views on it, but I think it'd be way more interesting to put like all these people in the octagon instead of a boxing ring.
At the same time,
I don't know, but at the same time,
Battle-
that'd be really interesting.
Battle Royale.
Battle
Everybody,
Royale.
everybody,
Battle
everybody
Royale.
cage jumping off the walls and
Yeah.
scissor kicking, dude. Oh yes, sir.
But I was trying to. They still haven't really released anything about the Logan Paul fight.
Yeah.
If like what he's gonna have to do, because I mean he weighs 70 pounds more.
I think it's
And
50.
It's like 50 pounds more, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so like-
it's still a big difference when height and weight. So
and I mean he's not even close to the same size as Conor. As,
I couldn't imagine
Floyd Mayweather.
forcing
so.
myself to lose 50 pounds, and then like exert myself in like that much. That's
Yeah, I
Why
don't
don't
even
they
know
make
how he
Floyd Mayweather gain some pounds? How about that?
because
He would still have.
couldn't
high
run
arm.
around as fast. He
It
probably
doesn't
want to do it.
I mean, yeah.
He couldn't dance as quick, you know. He wouldn't want to do it.
and
probably
I don't think that he would have to cut that like. If he has to cut, it would be minimum because of the time frame. The fight's in February, so I mean I don't think it would be it'd be any kind of absurd number.
It says there's an 18-year difference between the two of them. 43 versus 25. That's crazy. I think it's gonna be. I'm very like excited. I think people are gonna be like very underwhelmed with what the reaction is, because I don't think it's gonna be a close fight at all.
I can't wait to watch that fight.
It's going to be a good fight.
It's either gonna be a show that they did just like with the two that ran around the ring. I can't even think.
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao
Yeah.
and Mayweather.
I think it's gonna be a show just like that, or somebody's getting knocked out in the first round.
The pre-fight is gonna be more exciting than the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. All the interviews and everything like that, all the weigh-ins. That's where, if Conor McGregor ever takes the fight with Jake Paul,
He's not going to, but
he's not.
You
But
know what
that
fight-
would be like the biggest part of it would be all that stuff, guys, where they talk so much trash.
You know what fight would be entertaining? The Paul brothers fighting each other.
They talked about that
Did
on
they?
their podcast. They did. They said it was the podcast before his fight. They said, would they ever fight against each other? And they said that it would probably sell more than any other ticket
Yeah.
ever, but they would never do it because they know they would get too into it, and then they wouldn't be brothers after that because they would just hate each other. Because one of them would have to win. Like, he either ruins his perfect record, or he still sucks and lost to his little brother.
YouTuber versus YouTube, brother. That'd be crazy.
Like, no matter what you do, either one of them would be mad.
Nah, what I'm paying for, I'm waiting to
that'd be a
see.
dumb fight anyway.
I'm waiting to see Mayweather and McGregor in the WWE ring versus the Paul brothers to climb the ladder. Let's see it. I'd pay for that 100%. But
You
like
would pay
tag
to watch
team,
a WWE fight.
dude, that'd
I'm
be
gonna
awesome.
pay to watch the Mayweather and Paul fight.
No, I'm
You
coming over
mean-
to that. I'm just saying it was,
I mean, if
it'd
you're
be
coming
hilarious.
over to watch it, you're pitching in to help me pay for it.
Dude,
Yeah, because it says the
Yeah.
different cost tiers. Early pricing is $25.
If you wait till right before, I think it's like 50, 60.
It's like $100 if you wait till the day of or something
Anything
like that.
after February 11th is $70.
I don't know, that's not bad.
I'll find a stream somewhere.
Did y'all remember that guy that like streamed like with a controller in his hand, acting like he was playing a
Yeah.
video game, but he was just watching a fight on stream, streaming to people?
Mm.
That was really funny.
That's all I got for UFC boxing.
So-
era.
NFL.
NFL. Houston was eliminated from playoffs
Figures.
Darn.
with going 4-9 this season, joining the. You want to guess what teams they joined?
The let's see, the Eagles,
4
the
and
Giants, the Washington football team most likely. I know they're on a 4-0 or like 5-0
Zero
streak.
teams you named were the teams they joined.
Wait, how? They all had awful records.
You named every team you named was in the same division, and they're all bad. So
yeah, the teams they
they
joined.
can't. They can't eliminate each other.
Oh, okay, whatever. They're all not gonna make it far anyway. Then one of them makes it. So
Joining the Chargers, Jacksonville, Jets, Bengals, and Atlanta. They're all
I
eliminated.
could have named all those too. I get it.
Well, the Bengals were eliminated before the season even started, so
Yes.
Yeah.
it's irrelevant.
Before Joe Burrow was drafted, this season was eliminated. So I mean,
That offensive line is horrendous. But, speaking
very
of
bad.
Houston, an interesting fact I was made aware of, Trubisky has a higher win percentage than Deshaun Watson.
that's hurtful.
Going 27-20 compared to 28-22.
Wow, and I actually used his card on Madden.
That's Deshaun Watson is, better. Obviously, it's just the team around him is not as good. Getting rid of D-Hop,
D-Hop.
and no offensive line, no other weapons really besides Will Fuller, and Trubisky being
The only
carried by
good-
a fantastic defense,
I mean, the
carrying
only-
him to the not conference championship, division championship in the playoffs.
The only good offensive lineman that the Texans have even had over the past couple of years is Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, because they
The
got
only
him
one.
from Miami.
Yeah, because Miami traded him for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
It is. I thought that stat was kind of crazy. Another stat I saw, Cole Beasley is actually the most slept on and underrated wide receiver this year. He's got more yards than A.J. Brown.
That dude's old. I mean, come on. And he plays for Cincinnati, so I mean, that makes sense.
Different Brown.
No, I was pretty sure that's AJ Green. You're right. Never
A.J.
mind.
Green.
Who is AJ Brown? I'm trying to
A.J.
remember.
Brown, receiver for the Titans.
Oh, he sucks too. Yeah.
He's
Never mind.
pretty good, actually.
No, he's pretty
yeah,
awesome.
very good.
he's definitely very good. He
More
played for Ole Miss.
receptions than DK Metcalf. More yards per
Surprising.
catch than D-Hop. More TDs than Julio. And more 100-yard games than Tyreek Hill.
Okay, 3 of those 5 played out of the SEC. I hope you know that.
SEC breeds talent.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. 3 of the 5 that you listed
What?
played in the
DK,
SEC. AJ,
Julio.
And
AJ,
Julio.
where did AJ
Ole
play?
Miss.
AJ did.
Yeah, and then I don't remember where D Hop played, but
Tyreek was. We said that
Tyreek
last
put
time. He was
West
in
Alabama High School or something like that.
Julio played for Alabama, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
D-Hop.
I can't remember who he played for, bro. I want to say that he
Clemson.
played for
He played for Clemson.
he did play for Clemson. That's right, because he was a running back for Clemson, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another weird and interesting stat. I bet you can't guess that Baker Mayfield actually has better stats than Tom Brady in their first 41 career starts. He has 500 more passing yards, 11 more passing touchdowns.
Who
Baker versus Tom Brady.
cares? Baker Mayfield is irrelevant.
The same completion percentage.
I know they are in the playoffs. Are almost about to be in the playoffs right now. So I mean,
They would have.
They would never be in the playoffs if it wasn't for the team around him. He sucks. His team does not.
okay, you have to be able to throw the ball to somebody as a
He's
quarterback.
doing. He's doing. doing pretty good.
He
as
just
quarterback.
threw for like
He's got
almost
80
400 yards.
He's got 87 wide receivers to throw to.
Okay, well, he threw for almost 400 yards against the
It's
Ravens
not
the other
that
day.
hard whenever you have the wide receiver core.
Okay,
he
you go
has.
out there and throw 400 yards against a team.
Okay.
Bro, all you gotta do, Jarvis Landry and Odell, doesn't matter where you
Thank
throw.
you.
they gonna
Yeah,
catch
well,
it on the
Odell's in a
field.
wheelchair right now, so I mean,
Well, that's his
Well,
fault.
yeah, other than that,
He did try to tackle somebody with his knee.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, Conor McGregor.
Moron.
Steelers lost to. They finally played a good team after losing to Washington, and
And they
got
lost again.
They got whacked.
They got
to
whacked by
Buffalo.
the Bills.
Yeah. Oh, Josh Allen, baby, hoorah!
Speaking of
The
Steelers,
Bills? Oh.
with Miami's loss to Kansas City, Steelers clinched a playoff spot, which
Yeah.
before the Steelers even played, their playoff spot was clinched.
Yeah. It upsets me because all Miami really had to do was win that game, and they had a good shot of making the playoffs.
They're
but-
like 8-5, right?
Yeah. I mean, they still have a chance to make the wild card, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Packers clinched a spot with beating Detroit, and they're currently in the 1 seed.
Did they beat Patrick Mahomes when they played?
I don't know. I
No.
know they beat the Saints.
They did not.
What?
Who? The Packers?
Yes.
Beat who?
Detroit.
The Lions.
The Lions.
to
Yes.
clinch
Yes, that's
a
Detroit.
playoff spot.
Yes.
Hey, I'm an Aaron
Whenever
Rodgers
they
fan.
beat,
so.
Whenever they beat an actual team,
They beat the
They beat the
Saints.
Saints.
when they had Drew Brees.
That's a team.
Speaking of the Saints, they haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher in 55 games.
but they did this week.
But they lost to the
Allowed
Eagles.
2
oh,
100-yard rushers against the Phillies. Jalen Hurts and
the
Miles
Phillies,
Sanders.
huh?
Yeah,
They're
lost
playing in
to
a,
the
they're,
Phillies.
they're
Playing the baseball team.
playing the baseball.
Yeah, they
team.
guess what? They probably would have lost
I
to the
have
baseball
Philly.
team too.
I have Philly listed at Philadelphia.
Who are they? The Eagles? Is that what it is?
Eagles,
Okay.
Yeah, some type of bird.
Yes.
yeah.
The Philadelphia Pigeons or something.
Jalen Hurts may not be a franchise quarterback.
He's
but
definitely
he
a good one.
is better than Taysom Hill.
Definitely a good one.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill is not a quarterback.
Put that man back at tight end or something. Please, God.
And I was informed of this stat by my sources that Taysom Hill has fumbled 10 times in 4 starts.
Your dad?
Yes.
Oh, Greg.
He heard it on a radio show.
Oh, okay. Shout out, Greg.
Credible source.
He fumbled 10 times in 4 starts, and the record for the Saints is 14 times in a season by Aaron Brooks in 03.
That sounds about right. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Taysom Hill is on route, baby.
Yeah, it's 10 times in 4 starts is pretty bad. And he's just not. He did good 2 times against, and it was both against Atlanta, and Atlanta's not good, and he's
No.
done bad ever since. He's just not good
He's
to me.
not. Yeah.
He's a placeholder,
I mean,
and that's
yeah. I mean,
he
he's-
just needs to stick to being Taysom Hill in
Yep.
the Taysom Hill role.
Yeah. Doing whatever he can to help the team instead of, being the quarterback.
Yeah, because every time he looks to run the ball, he always wants to hold it with his ankles, and then he gets knocked out. So
Hold it with his ankles, huh?
okay, the only person to ever successfully run with the ball similar to that was Michael Vick, and he is not Michael Vick. If you're fast enough to hold the ball like this, and you can do that, but every time he starts trying to scramble and he starts getting slapped around
You
by
know who
linemen,
is fast enough to run with the ball like that?
Lamar?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
he
yeah.
doesn't.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
Someone else,
Lamar does it.
Lamar
Lamar.
Jackson.
But
he
he
had
does it
130
sometimes.
rushing yards
he's groovy
against,
though.
He does
Taysom
it
Hill is
sometimes.
Taysom Hill is not fast like Lamar though.
bro, last night he came out of his shoes.
There's a
That's how fast that dude cut.
There's a distinct color difference between
Did
them
somebody
two as
throw it?
well. I don't know if you realize that.
His shoe.
Yeah, their jerseys are black and ours are
No.
gold and white.
Nobody did
Yeah.
that. They're not in college football.
That
What
don't
about
mean
college
nothing.
football?
Actually,
Lamar
somebody
Jackson,
threw his shoe.
Lamar Jackson did a cut last night so hard that he tore out both of his shoes. Tore through both of his shoes.
Did he really? I didn't see
I
that.
don't believe
either.
you.
I was
I
watching
don't
the
believe
game.
you. I don't believe you. Oh, I've been so busy I can't watch sports.
Well, I was at La Coretta last night and definitely TV.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson was a head locker right before the game too. I mean,
No, yeah, because he had something go through him. All right.
yeah, something.
I don't
Took
know if
a bathroom break mid-game.
yeah, a cramp. Some would say.
Had to get some IV.
Yeah, had to call an audible. Number two.
Washington launched into first place in their division.
It's not that hard.
I
Wow.
think they actually 6 wins now
to be honest. That's
yeah.
impressive.
They beat San Francisco.
What's
to
their
do it.
logo now? Is it just a W?
I think it's a
No, it's just
football.
their helmet, I believe.
Oh yeah, it is.
No, it's just W. It's a W.
That's so dumb.
I can't wait for them to be like the Badgers or something. It's gonna be so awesome.
They're not gonna do the Badgers.
I just
There's
wanted
already a
something-
team that's the Badgers.
They're gonna come up with
No,
something
they were
stupid.
gonna go with Warriors. I think was leading.
Gosh, please
Washington
don't.
Warriors.
They just pull. No, I can't say that.
There's already a Golden State Warriors for basketball.
That's all I'm saying.
And
That's dumb. Why would they do?
I
That's
don't
dumb.
know.
Come up with something original, something you haven't heard before.
I don't know.
The Washington
They
Pelicans.
should be the Washington Salmon or something.
That is-
Salmon,
No,
dude. You do
salmon.
not say salmon
No, salmon
correctly.
because they're garbage.
Then the Washington trash cans.
There we go. We made it.
That's all I have.
What's their state bird or state flower? Anybody know?
Why would I know that?
A dove?
They're actually not a state. It's a district of Columbia. That's where they're from.
Okay, Blake. Sorry. What is their district's flower?
I doubt they have one because they're not a state.
Wait, you mean to tell me this whole time the Washington football team is from D.C. and not the state?
How did I know he didn't know that?
I am mind blown.
Where are the Washington Nationals from?
Dude, couldn't tell you.
Washington, D.C.
Dude, I honestly thought this entire time it was like Washington State. That's why I'm being 100 honest with you.
Okay, do you know where the Washington Huskies are?
Dude,
bro?
stop asking me about Washington stuff. There's two different Washingtons.
No, there's not two different Washingtons. There's a Washington State and there's a Washington, D.C.
Okay, well, when they were the Redskins, they weren't called the Washington, D.C. Redskins, okay? So I'm sorry. They need to be more specific.
I mean, he's got a point.
No, he's definitely got a point.
My whole life has been a lie. Wow.
I do want to go watch a game at the Nationals.
Why there?
Because, dude,
I mean, I want to go to Yankee Stadium.
I want
Yeah,
to
we
go to
should've.
Yankee Stadium.
We
too.
should've.
We couldn't.
I know.
We
but
couldn't.
I
There was
know.
not a baseball season going on.
Hey,
Hey, no hitting the desk.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going in February.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
He
not.
is, yes.
I already have it.
For his 23rd birthday.
No hitting stuff off the desk.
Gosh, Mason. Why don't you just cuss two while you're at it?
Don't.
Don't tempt me, because I will.
I know you would.
You already did.
Huh?
Did
Huh?
he?
I didn't say a bad one. I do. I let
Don't
it
tell me
slip.
what you said. I was gonna ask.
But no, it wasn't anything. The Beaver Dam. That's what I said.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
Hey, what did the Beaver say when you
Yes, I
swam?
did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
You
did.
said shits and giggles.
You just said that.
Hey, what did the Beaver say when
Oh,
he ran
it's
to the when he
fine.
swam into the wall?
Damn.
I think we got it. The Washington Beavers.
Moving on to NBA.
Hey,
Hey,
my boy
let
didn't
me tell you
have
something.
5 years.
Let me tell you
son.
something. Both of y'all,
Supermax.
both of y'all can lick it. Okay.
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
$28 million deal. What?
That's not what we're talking about right now.
I know you're not about to bring the Pelicans
The
up and make my-
Pelicans, bro.
Oh my god.
All right, hold up,
The
hold up.
Pelicans.
Let's go.
Both of y'all
hit,
can lick
hit me
it.
with it.
You know what?
Yes.
I was gonna save this.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about how good that preseason game
Let's
was,
talk
boys.
about how bad that was,
No.
except for 2 players on that team.
No,
That was
I
the
know that
only
Lonzo
people.
played like garbage.
You
But-
know what their predicted record is this year?
Hey, it's a prediction.
36 and 36.
Okay,
That's a prediction.
You know what the Lakers is? 36 and 36. Anybody can make up something.
That's not their prediction.
Speaking
not
of-
by the professionals that predict stuff.
Speaking
Anybody
of
can
which,
predict
The
anything,
professionals,
though.
that's
speaking of
predicting
Lakers,
stuff.
Anthony Davis showed up with a new
Rolls
Rolls
Royce.
Royce, and
Yes.
Kyle Kuzma.
I did see
You saw
that.
that.
Kyle Kuzma said, "Hey, you acting up? You know, you win one championship. What you think you're doing, bro?"
Yep.
Thought that was very funny.
I laughed.
I have all the scores from the games for this past weekend.
Did we
Let's hear them. Not the Rockets one, though. We don't care about that one.
Yeah. Or the Bucks.
Or the Bucks, yeah.
Well, the Pacers versus the Cavs. Pacers was 106. Cavs was 116. The Cavs are 2-0 right now. Very shocking. The Dallas versus the Bucks. The Bucks lost 128-12.
Whoa, to 12? Wow.
112, sorry.
I was like, what did Giannis do?
Whoa.
Shoot the ball from the top of the stadium?
The Suns versus the Jazz. The Jazz won 111-92.
Figured that.
The Raptors versus the Hornets. The Raptors won 112-109.
No, but everybody started freaking out whenever LaMelo scored his first basket.
Yeah.
Next.
He's going to be fun to watch in the future.
No, he's not.
He's going to be a better basketball player than his brother.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Grizzlies versus the Timberwolves, 123-104. Grizzlies won. Magic versus the Hawks. The Hawks won 116-107. Talk about a game nobody on this planet watched.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm telling
It
you.
was the Hawks versus the Wizards versus the Nets. The Nets only won by 5 points, 119-114. The Knicks versus the Pistons.
The Pistons won 100%
What?
that game.
What do you think they won by?
Y'all saw
20.
they dropped
99,
LiAngelo after
91.
not even playing.
Yes.
Not even playing a minute.
Yeah, he was a ball rebounder in warm-ups, and they dropped him.
Who?
LiAngelo Ball,
The third ball.
the third ball brother. Before
they
Little
dropped him
Dicky,
already.
after Lonzo.
What?
He's
between,
making a
he's the
reference.
middle
Don't
brother.
worry
You
about
didn't
it.
know Little Dicky was the fourth ball brother?
They made a joke. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Well, hold on. I want to hear more about this.
We'll talk about it later.
They made a
LiAngelo
video.
guy.
LiAngelo.
Yeah,
The
I know.
LiAngelo guy. You didn't know he got picked up by the
No.
Pistons?
No, I
yeah.
didn't know that.
All
He
the
got
Ball
picked
brothers
up.
were in the NBA for 2 days.
A day and a half.
Yep.
So he got.
I think it was a solid
He got
2
dropped.
He got
Huh?
released, yeah. And there's a video that said, look at LiAngelo Ball's highlights, and it was him rebounding and throwing it to the team. It was pretty funny.
The Rockets versus the Bulls.
No one cares. Bulls won.
104-91.
Told you.
The Clippers versus the Lakers.
Lakers won.
131-106. The Trailblazers versus the Kings.
Kings.
121-106.
Dang, I'm good. the Kings.
Yeah. So the season does.
Hey, who does the Kings have, guys? Buddy Hield. No one cares.
They have
Stop
Buddy
slapping
Hield
the
and
table.
Aaron Fox.
And yeah.
Okay, well, Buddy Hield didn't do anything in that game
How do you know?
because I watched it.
Did you?
No, you didn't.
No, you did.
Definitely
You
didn't.
didn't even
You
know
did
who
not.
won.
Yeah, because I just guessed.
Yeah. But the season does start this coming Tuesday.
Cannot
thought they were
wait.
gonna- Oh no, wasn't that MLB that you sent me earlier?
Did
Or
I send that
just
to you?
see it,
That's
or
starting
did I
later.
just see it?
You might have saw it because I saw it too.
They're
They're starting in May.
yeah, starting in May.
Yeah.
Are you off Tuesday? Because we need to go watch one of the opening games at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm down for that.
Today is Tuesday.
So if he's
am
off
I
today,
off next Tuesday?
he's not. Gears are turning.
Yep.
And no.
Quit your
I'm
job,
off this
please.
weekend. No, dude, I love my job.
Okay, then don't quit your job then.
I mean, we got to talk about my boy signing that 5-year biggest extension. Biggest deal ever in NBA history.
Let me hear about
No one
this.
cares.
He will be the
Giannis.
greatest player to touch a
No, he
basketball
won't.
as soon as he learns how to shoot better.
No.
Yeah, he
What's
will.
funny
false.
about that is
False.
Who can
he's
guard him?
he's not
Michael
even
Jordan.
leading in people betting on him to win
Talking about the previous
the,
MVP, correct?
the MVP.
Yeah, the previous 2-time in a row MVP.
Talking about the big guy who plays for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only big guy.
Giannis
that
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis. Giannis anus.
More
Giannis.
people are betting on Luka to win MVP than they are on Giannis.
I mean, to be fair,
just
that's
People that put money
Headman is
on
not
it,
trash.
People
I
that
know.
put money on it do their research. Trust me.
Yeah, I know. But what happens whenever Luka gets hurt?
I mean, that's nobody can
When Giannis
guess
gets-
that.
That's awful to say.
I'm just
That just
saying.
happens.
I'm just saying.
What happens when Giannis goes to a real team?
He,
I don't. Well,
The
that's.
Bucks,
I mean, he's
What
there for
happens-
5 more years.
Yeah,
well,
good.
he's able to opt
He's
out
the-
after year 4.
franchise
so-
player for over there.
True.
He doesn't want to
But
go
he-
to a big team.
But he wants to win a
won't do it.
championship, but he ain't gonna do it by himself.
He's said that he doesn't want to go to a big team.
He said this is where he wants to be, which
In Milwaukee, where
Yeah.
nothing is there.
Yep.
there's a 2-time MVP right there.
I think he's the only African American looking guy probably in Milwaukee. Besides the other players on his basketball team, of course, that might be the same race.
I mean, isn't he from like fucking Norway or something?
Greece.
Oh,
Greece. I
Greece.
said Greek.
Yeah. Like that dude's.
dude, Greek food is actually pretty good.
It's actually really bad. It's so
Like the Al Basha place? No.
I thought he was gonna say it was good.
Yeah, no,
Al
it's
Basha's really
so
good.
I love Al Basha.
Yeah, the
Al Basha's fire.
Al Basha?
Same thing.
Greek and
Pretty
Lebanese
sure it's
food.
Al Basha.
Greek.
It's
I
what
call
it is. It's Greek and Lebanese. I didn't say geek and lesbian. Come on.
I knew you.
Oh my gosh, bro. I could have sworn you just said Greek and lesbian food. Oh my god, that was so funny. Holy shit, it's
goodness.
not funny anymore, but sheesh.
After his after the 4 years, if he doesn't win or come close, I don't think he's gonna be there anymore.
Want to bet?
Yeah.
$20.
I'll bet $200. He's
No, I don't have $200.
I don't think.
Well, you will probably have $200 in 4 years.
Yeah,
So
I
true.
think he. It'll be on video. I think he is gonna ride it out until that 4 years. I don't think he'll stay there the full 5 years.
All right, Trey, you want to go over the predictions? I'm not going to go over all of them. Maybe just top 5 of each division.
Yeah, don't even worry. Mute their mic.
I'm just kidding. They have Milwaukee with the top record, predicting at 50 wins, and then they
They're
got
0-2 right now.
What?
in the preseason.
Wait, Milwaukee.
They're
The
not
Bucks
pre-
are
They
really.
haven't played anybody, and they're still 0-2.
Yeah, but they're not getting their minutes
They're
in.
not going to get their minutes.
Giannis isn't playing minutes. They got Bucks with 50 wins, Philly with 44, Miami with 44,
Maybe.
Boston with 44, and then the Nets with 43. And then
The Nets.
on the other side, let's see, the worst one in that side is the Pistons with 22. The other side we have the Lakers with 49, the Clippers with 46, the Nuggets with 45, the Dallas,
Who does play for the Nuggets?
Nikola Jokic. That's all I got.
Oh yeah, and Jamal Murray.
Or does he play for Jazz?
Jamal Murray's not that good. You better call him.
Jamal Murray had the
The Jamal-
Nah. He got famous from that Instagram video.
You got Dallas with 43 and Utah with 43.
Utah, the Jazz.
And then
Get out of here,
Pelicans farther down with 36 and 36.
dude. They're
Tied with
100%
Golden
gonna
State.
Have more than that.
Tied with Golden State's prediction.
They're
Is old Klay Thompson still hurt?
Yeah, he's out for the whole season.
Their prediction's more.
Is
than
Curry back
Memphis.
though, right?
The worst in
the West.
the West is
The
Oklahoma
Kings.
City with 21.
What-
The Kings is right above that with 28.
You were close.
Houston at 32.
Yeah,
Houston.
Houston with 32.
that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm surprised that they'll even. I don't even know if they'll win a game this year.
So
Let's
is your
Their
boy from the Rockets
predictions-
with the beard? Is he going somewhere?
I don't know because he was in warm-ups and he was practicing with the team the other day.
The Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you, if James Harden,
I honestly think he might not go anywhere for a while. Like he's going to be traded only because they're going to wait until they can get the most out of him, no matter what. Like they're going to get another superstar player out of him.
I would love to see him play with a point guard that's worth something. That would be nice.
Let's see the
Nice.
top 5 predictions to win the MVP. You have Luka with 36%, Bron, then Giannis, then AD, then Curry.
Okay.
Then Rookie of the Year,
Zion.
number
Oh,
1
wait, no,
is
Zion.
LaMelo.
Ball.
Then you have
He's not a rookie.
number 2, you
Wait.
got James Wiseman. Then 3, Anthony Edwards.
Who?
I know Anthony Edwards. is.
Oh.
LaMelo.
And then number 4 is Obi Toppin.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Number 5 is Tyrese Halliburton.
Hello there.
Who? Dude, where are these guys coming
Wait,
from?
so
That was the draft. They
Okay.
got drafted.
No, what? Really?
You're not gonna know their names, probably.
Wait, so how come Zion did not do the thing that Ben Simmons did when he was classified as a rookie?
Didn't play that whole first season.
I know, but Zion didn't play the first half of it that much either. That's what
No,
I'm asking.
Ben Simmons didn't play the whole
I know
first
he
season.
didn't. That's what I'm saying. I understand that, but
was
you
really
you
excited
Zion
have
played
him
half
play.
the
you
first
but
season.
you really think somebody that played the full season gets that's not an advantage over somebody who only played half of the season? That's what I'm asking. So it doesn't clarify
No.
that Zion can do the same thing.
Because
I understand Ben didn't play
he
at
still
all.
played in the certain amount of games you can play
He was
with.
still in contention. With,
Yeah.
Okay, so he played a set
Ja.
number of games
yeah,
to be like,
you
okay,
have to
you
play
can
like a
okay.
certain. You have to play, I think,
I
like
still-
30
I'm
games
just
or
saying.
something like that.
I
be
still see that as a
considered to take part
disadvantage.
in the rookie
I mean,
of the year.
it is a disadvantage.
Granted,
That's why Ja won.
Yeah, I'm not
over
saying.
Zion.
I don't say nothing against Ja. Ja did a great job. Ja's a great
Ja's a great
basketball player.
player,
He's a
but
great player. That's what I'm
He
saying.
did- He did dunk on somebody last night.
He did. It was mean. I would have just liked to
know
see
who else
where it
dunked
would have been
on
if they
somebody last
both
night? Brandon
played.
Ingram.
Brandon Ingram did yak on somebody.
Sent
John
his
Morant is
soul.
a point guard that dunked on Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and he did on 3 people too, by the way.
Who?
Three people.
On 3 people.
Who?
Hey,
You know,
Karl
the-
Anthony Towns is
the-
a big man.
7'5" center that
Yeah, well,
is
he-
as wide as this freaking table.
Doubt it. Doubt
Karl
it.
Anthony Towns is huge.
No, he's not.
Girthy
He's very girthy.
in the like the arm length. You know.
Why does he have to be girthy?
I don't know. I just want to make you feel uncomfortable.
You did.
Consider it check.
Who's your favorite NBA player, Mr. Mason? Who would you say your favorite NBA player is
Anthony
right now?
Davis.
Anthony Davis. All
Yeah.
right, that's fair.
You should have known that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason why I started liking New Orleans is because of him.
I got you. So you didn't like New Orleans because you live over here?
Who did I like before? The Celtics. Because I liked whenever they had.
That's it. That was enough. I didn't need to hear anymore.
Rondo, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen,
I didn't need to hear
Kevin
it.
Garnett. I liked them whenever they had that.
Who was the white boy?
So you're a bandwagon follower.
No,
Who was the white boy?
You're a team jumper.
no.
Someone help me out here, Trey. Who was the white boy, old guy? Like, and then was
Larry Bird?
Larry Bird.
That was
There you go. Everybody knows the
Who's
white
the white guy?
Everybody knows the white guy who played for the Celtics.
I don't know.
who's that white old guy over there?
No,
Y'all ever
I
seen
didn't
the-
really pay
y'all ever seen
attention
the
to the
pictures
Celtics.
When him in his pickup truck, and he's like, someone about to pull up to you and drop 50 on you. Drop a 50 piece on you, and he's on his pickup with his arm out the door and everything.
But I stopped watching NBA for a while, and then Anthony Davis got drafted, and he played for New Orleans, and I watched.
I
him
miss when we were
play,
the
and I was
Hornets.
like,
I'll be honest.
I really enjoyed my time. The New Orleans is my favorite team now.
I honestly didn't really get too into the NBA until AD got drafted. Like
Yeah,
I
I was
kept
the
up
same
with
way.
it some, but or Hornets kind of sucked at that time.
Oh, yeah.
They were trash.
CP3 was a dog back in his youth, though.
Dude,
Oh,
he wasn't
my
with them
goodness.
so
for a
good.
while.
I know, but when he was, that band was good.
He was so good.
He's
I mean,
good
he's
today.
still good.
He's good today, but that
But-
man was a
well,
different
no,
breed.
he was a different breed back
Oh,
when
no,
he
I
was
know.
younger.
He took the Hornets to the playoffs by himself, but
yeah.
I didn't really get too into the NBA until AD got drafted. And I'm still not really into the NBA, but I'm slowly getting more into it.
I'll have to
here-
keep up with it now.
here recently.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna be a Laker fan just because he plays for the Lakers. I hate the Lakers.
No.
I will never pull for the Lakers.
I'm-
Did I want him to get a ring?
Hell's
Yes.
fan.
Did I want LeBron to get one? No.
I like the Lakers before they ever had LeBron. I like the Kobe Bryant Lakers. So
I liked Kobe Bryant. I didn't like the Lakers.
I like Kobe, but
I think Kobe would be like. There's like the three of the greatest, like with Michael Jordan and Kobe and LeBron, but I don't think LeBron has the like funness to watch like Michael Jordan or Kobe does.
Mm-hmm.
Like I give LeBron props for the numbers that he's done, but he's not a fun basketball player to watch. Like he does
Absolutely
it, he
not,
does it
because
too
he needs-
strategically.
Anytime that he gets touched with someone's fingernail, he starts crying about it.
It was pretty entertaining watching him like cry at J.R. Smith with the meme face. And he's like,
Oh, that was funny.
that was hilarious to
That
watch.
was funny.
Mainly because he lost. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that the Warriors, their number is gonna be higher than that. I think Curry's kind of like ready to come back and start lighting it up because he did shoot like 3 threes in somebody's face the other night.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's only low because they didn't do anything last year without their guys.
I mean, Curry can't do everything
And-
by himself, though.
It's Curry's coming off of an injury year, so it's going to start off slow and ramp up probably. So it's just going to be it's like I don't want to call it like a build year, but just kind of like a take it as we go year.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get Clay back next year because he just tore his Achilles, I think,
Mm-hmm.
not too long ago. So it's just kind of like a stepping stone year. Like last year, they just took their punches and rolled with it and got the number 2 pick and got their guy. I think he was a center, right, James Wiseman?
yeah,
And then it's just kind of a taking it as they go type of thing.
The worst internet on this planet is in this building right here.
Well,
Yeah, it's bad.
my router is in my house
It's your
100
fault.
feet away. More than 100 feet away.
Can I please? I'm trying to pull up the
Use your phone.
stats for this game. But my
Stats for
phone
what
is-
game?
There it is. So since y'all wanted to talk about it, because I know y'all are gonna dig ride these people.
whoa,
whoa.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Somebody said ride.
Look at that. I pulled it up already on my phone.
Blake, shut up.
You live out here. Your phone's accustomed to it.
Who?
The Pelicans.
Yes, sir. Let's
Yeah,
talk about it.
let's talk
33,
about 'em.
33 minutes. Zion Williamson absolutely grown manning those little boys down there.
Okay.
Tyler Supervillain who? I don't know, never heard of him.
I do think it was dumb he played that many minutes in a preseason game.
Absolutely.
They wanted to show the public what he was about.
In a
Brandon
preseason
Ingram
game.
played 31 minutes, but I mean he went 7 for 13 and 2 for 5. I mean he didn't miss a free throw, so that's okay. Zion had 26 points, Brandon Ingram had 22, and nobody else did crap.
So, They still won.
And
Eric
then
Bledsoe didn't play because he is
Lonzo
not with team.
Ball went 5 for 15.
I never said that he was good.
And 2
He
for
did.
9. Yeah, I know, but you're on that team now.
No,
Because you was talking about, we're going to Pelicans are going to win championship this year.
We
Never
never
said
said this
that.
year. We did not
Never
say
said
this
that.
year.
You said
Nope.
they have a chance.
I said they had a
Never-
chance to win one in the next couple of years.
'Cause we
I
have
never
young
said
guys.
that they were going
I
to
will
win
play
this
the
year.
video back.
It's on recording.
Whatever.
Y'all was all on top of these boys about they was going to win something.
Because look, all I'm saying
They
is
still
the
won a game.
Pelicans need more credit where it's due. Granted, Blake made a good point saying if people stay, they might have a good chance. But
Against Miami Heat.
they
Yeah,
were in
and
the
they're
playoffs
predicted-
last year.
They're
They were in the
predicted to
championship.
win more games than the Pelicans ever will.
Miami did go to finals,
They were in the finals
They
against
went
the
to the finals.
Lakers.
but to be fair, they didn't play their.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop. Time out.
Talk it.
They didn't.
Talk it,
they-
NBA man.
Hey,
Talk it,
didn't
NBA
play
man.
nobody
Hey,
before
you
they got
stop. The Pelicans are the only team that actually played
They
minutes.
still won though.
It's a preseason
They still
game.
won.
It's a
They still won.
preseason game. Nobody cares.
They still won. Oh, I mean, apparently Trey does.
0 people care. Just know Lonzo sucks.
Oh yeah, Lonzo can. Yeah, he's
Lonzo does not suck.
Blake, you
Okay.
on the Buffalo Wild Wings with us or what?
I ate before y'all got here.
Terrible basketball player.
Gosh, it's freaking 8 o'clock at night. You got more milk to deliver, dude. Come on.
In case if I was wondering, Blake's a milkman, right?
That's what he does for a living. He was a mailman delivering packages, but he got promoted. You can at least come have a drink with us, dude. You can have like a beer or something, you know? Enjoy the
I
time.
hate beer.
Me too, man. That's just the thought of
They have
doing it.
mixed drinks.
I
They
don't
do.
like drinking.
Water and Sprite.
Shirley Temples.
Yeah. What in the world?
Oh man.
I don't know of anything else that has happened like throughout any like sports in
We have
general.
covered a lot.
Well,
we
like
went through it kind of quickly.
it's
Yeah,
nothing's
no,
really
we really
happening
did.
because of everything.
I mean,
Like
football's-
everything's kind of like on a weird pause right now.
College football kind of winding down.
Yeah.
NFL is just kind of it's in like a zone
Limbo.
where you have some teams clinching, some teams kind of giving up on the year, and NBA it's starting to it's about to start,
Mm-hmm.
and you have people signing deals and stuff. MLB is just it is literally in limbo. Nobody knows what's happening with that.
Yeah.
Boxing, you have one thing every now and then to say about it, and it's.
Tonight we had 3.
I guess it was kind of UFC.
It's
We'll just
free.
say fighting.
Yeah, fighting.
Fighting in general, yeah.
LeBron did talk to the press about the plot for Space Jam 2.
There's a plot.
Yeah, like the story, like what-
Basketball game.
No, apparently
Why is he the star of it?
what else was
Because
gonna do with.
Michael Jordan did it. He was the biggest guy then, and
You
now
think
LeBron.
Anthony Davis? Anybody's gonna watch that movie? Anthony
You want Giannis to do
Yes,
it and it be in a whole different language? I mean, come on now.
He speaks English too.
Barely.
I don't even think he can say barely properly.
Anyway, what's the
What's the
plot
plot?
of the basketball game? Like, is it gonna be close at the end, and he's gonna stretch his arm halfway?
I don't know. He didn't. Say,
Or is he
like,
gonna
whether
block-
the-
He's going to have a
Shot.
game-winning block. It's going to be
Yeah, his game-winning block, chase down block.
Apparently,
Is he gonna activate his chase down artist badge?
Yeah,
Right.
He's got Braun's secret stuff.
Bronze secret stuff.
Yeah.
Like the
It's Mike's secret stuff, bro. It's not Braun's secret stuff. They can't change that.
No, I think he was making a
I was
joke.
making a joke about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You took it way too serious.
But apparently, like, I didn't pay attention. I don't like to listen to anything that LeBron says. I try
Same.
to listen and release at
Yeah.
the same time. But something to do with his son got captured, and he's going to catch his son. But he's got to win a basketball game.
Is his son actually in it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Bronny.
Wow.
Dude, he's already famous enough for being his son. Then he signs with Atlanta FaZe, and now
It's
he's
just
in a
FaZe.
movie?
it's just FaZe.
you struggle.
I am struggling with that one.
Atlanta FaZe is the Call of Duty team.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay,
FaZe.
sorry. He signs with FaZe.
It is my home screen, you know? With Bronny getting chased by
Oh
LeBron.
my gosh, dude.
it's
Bronny getting chased
it's
with
Bronny
a belt.
getting, it was when like all the smoke and illegal substances was out. Yeah, it's funny. Now it's little Bron chasing Bron with a belt.
All right.
I think it's Buffalo Wild Wings time, boys.
I mean,
Is that what you think?
Did you have anything else?
So I think it's Buffalo Wild Wings time, boys.
I think that's him saying he doesn't have anything else to add.
Bingo.
What was I gonna say? Oh, there was something with high school basketball. What's
Again,
the
high school basketball. What are we talking about this
High
for?
school.
yeah?
Okay, I can't really say anything because I brought something
Yeah.
up the other
Yeah,
day.
you did. You literally in the middle of NBA, you talked about high school basketball.
No,
Oh.
that was after whenever we were leaving. Like whenever we were fixing to go, and I was like, "Hey, wait, one more thing. Albany beat, you know."
Anyway, what you got?
Continue.
I can't think of the other guy's name. I had it on my phone, but my phone doesn't work out here. The Mickey Williams kid,
Mikey or whatever.
Mikey
Yeah.
Williams.
You're talking
I
about,
don't
yes.
know what the difference is.
Yes.
Well, one's with a C, one's with a K.
One played in Disney shows. The other one, is just Mike E.
They're playing.
I'm getting
the number one
continuously
point
more
guard.
confusing.
Yeah,
confused.
I'm
You know
so
who
like
Mikey Williams is?
obviously not.
I know
I'll
who
keep
he
looking
is.
at you.
I know.
Like really curly hair.
He can dunk really good. And he played with the big 7'3" guy who barely played basketball in his life, but now he's playing too. He plays with Flight a lot because Flight likes to do YouTube videos with him.
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I know who you're
I
talking
know
about.
Flight. I don't
Yeah,
know anybody
Flight is
else
always
who did
Flight
that.
is always 1v1 of them, and that dude's dunked on Flight a million times.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Like in every game, doing dunk between his legs. He was playing the number one point guard tonight. I can't think of the dude's name, but he's twice as good as Mikey is. But somehow Mikey's still projected to go higher on in like a.
Whose team is winning right now, Mikey's or his
I
team?
mean, if you're more known, then Zion is just a dominant ball.
Zion is a freak of nature when it comes to basketball. He's like, it's kind of crazy what the kid can do, I will say.
Dunk.
I mean,
Basketball.
for his size to be to dunk like that, that's what I'm trying to,
He's just good at basketball. He's starting to be able to shoot already.
Yeah, the kid's gonna be something. I'd hate to see him leave New Orleans, but if he goes play for somebody that can actually win, that dude can help somebody win a championship, no doubt. That's definitely a player you can build a team around.
I mean, that's what they're trying to do right now.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying. I will admit, they're trying their best to create an environment to keep like create an NBA environment that they'll want to stay in, and I can appreciate that. I just don't know if New Orleans is the place.
New Orleans is like one of those teams like the Jets right now. They're hard to bounce back and be a team that you can get a bunch of contenders because everybody knows how you play. So in order to get those big superstar type like names that can carry your team, it's very difficult to get in the position.
It really is. It's just I don't know if they can do it. They have the right
coachings now and all that stuff.
Not coaching, front office. They have the right front office to do it because what's his name, David Griffin. He's a really good front office. But
what team fired their GM and head coach?
NFL, what sport?
I thought somebody in the NBA did.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about.
Who
I know
does Mikey
Detroit
Williams
did
gotta
it
play
in
for?
football.
I couldn't tell you what high
Who's
school.
Mikey Williams play
I
for?
couldn't tell you.
You
what
can look it
high
up.
Play out of North
He's got
Carolina.
he's got a different color jersey every time I see him.
He plays so much different AAU and everything. It's hard to
Yeah.
know where he plays for.
I just see him everywhere. Cause I didn't know they got another.
I think he's a sophomore. It's Mikey Williams and he's a sophomore.
Yeah, I mean,
Excuse me, sophomore.
dude's like your height. I mean, he's yamming on 20-foot goals.
Yeah.
He's not my height. He's 6'3".
Really?
He does not look. Well, then
No.
some of them boys he's playing with is 7'2".
Yeah,
high school
because he's
kids.
playing with some tall
he's
dudes.
He's
definitely
playing with some tall
6'3".
boys.
Yeah. Hey, there's a desk guy.
I like this side. We don't ever do that.
All right.
Somebody just text me.
Woo.
What if not playing weekend?
Okay. Outro.
Oh, already?
Well, I mean, we were just kind of BSing for the last 10 minutes.
That's very true. I'm good. Mason Dansby.
Trey Fowler.
Blake Sykers,
Bryant Hanwinkle.
and we are.
The next game.
Thank you for tuning into the next game. Level complete.